Hello everyone! So I came back to booktube like I told you guys because, well, partially because of the Merlin readathon. And then when I come back, I immediately saw a video from a cup of books announcing the history challenge. And it was just it perfectly fits the Merlin readathon because the Merlin readathon is on the first 2 weeks of August and the history challenge is on the other half, so it's from the 16th to the 31st of August. And I was like, I have tons of history nonfiction on my shelves to read, and it's a perfect way to make me like read those, since my goal is to read 90% of my physical TBR till the end of the year. So here we are. I will leave all the information down below as always because she made much better job than I will ever make to explain everything. And there is like all the information, the prompts, and the other hosts, so you guys can go and check their channels and leave their love. And also, so you guys can actually see the bingo board sheet thing. There's 9 prompts. I am not gonna fill the 9 prompts because my history book, since I don't want to go look for new books, I just want to use the ones I have. I don't have books to fill all the prompts. I could double some books or triple, but I don't want to do that. So instead, my goal was to read 3, to do like one of the diagonal rows. And then after reading those 3 books, my goal is to read as much as the books that I still have on my shelves about. Uh, there are non-fiction, history non-fiction. So I mean, the 3 books that I have to read are perfectly doable. I can totally do it. And I think that it's also perfectly doable that I can do like at least 2 or 3 more of the books that I have there. Some are chunkers, but some are a little bit smaller because I also have one of those like one no, I think it's 3 or 4 of those books that are like condensed history of a period. So you have like all the information, like ancient Rome, all the biggest information, but like in a condensed version that is accessible. It's not like frills and whatever. You know, those types of books. So yeah, probably doable. I can do double maybe the books I'm showing. But hey, let's let's what? No, first of all, I have to say it because the goal for you to participate on this challenge is to read one book of nonfiction history, but it doesn't even need to be one of the books that fill the prompts. You can just read one. Just read one nonfiction about history, and you're joining, you're participating. You don't need to do any more. We just want you to read it. Non-fiction history, non-fiction history. I don't know which one sounds best. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep saying like I was. Anyway, so yeah, just come join us. Pick up a non-history. Oh, my head. Pick up a non-fiction history book and come join us. Anyway, the books that I am gonna be reading for this challenge are not too big. Well, the last one is a little bit on the chunky side, and okay, they're doable. Okay, let's see. The first prompt is biography or memoir, and for that one, am I doing this on the correct order? Yes, yes, I'm doing. From that one, I have Below Stairs. It's a memoir of 1920s kitchen maid by Margaret Powell. And you guys know that I love servants, so this has been on my shelves waiting for me to pick them up. I actually once started it. I think it was right. I read one page, so I'm gonna read it. But I think it was before the break that I started this one. But at that point, since I had so much going on, I had started many, and then I just put them back. So Yeah, I'm starting this one again. It was just one page. And this is literally what the title and subtitle implies. It's the history, the memoir of a person. Well, it's supposed to be Margaret Powell. That from the days when she was working as a kitchen maid. And here on this annoying sticker that it's not a sticker says that it's anyone that enjoyed Downton Abbey or Upstairs Downstairs will relish with this feisty memoir. I mean, it's servants. It's history or a memoir about servants. It's I had to, okay, I literally had to. And for the second one, the prompt is favorite time period. Now that's difficult, very difficult. Uh, well, it appears to be very difficult, and then if I think about it, it's easy. But I had like this thing of like, well, is it medieval? Is it Roman? Is it the Celts? Is it what is it? Or is it the Regency period? But no, of course it's the Victorian era. I love the Victorian era. I love almost everything that came out of that era. I mean, there was such a creative energy and like an artistic energy of coming from, I don't know, it was in the air. There was like this, the industrial revolution. There was such, it was the time of such promise, and then here we are. But let's not think about it. But there was so much going on, and so much bad, but so much good, and so much that looked awesome. And when it came to arts and literature, some of my favorites, if not all of my favorites, when it comes to paintings and poems and, well, and literally literature. My favorite book is from that era. It's just Jane Eyre. I had to pick something that was from that period, the Victorian period, but it's not a book that it's connected with the good stuff, it's connected with the bad stuff, or at least one very specific bad stuff, since it is about Jack the Ripper. This is by Terry Lynch, and I've heard that this is one of the good books about it, because I have picked up some bad books about it, or some very biased books about it. It's just like, I like the books that present the case first and give as many interpretations of the clues as possible, or the facts. Um, they might want you to think about this or that possibility, but they don't like shove you, like it doesn't grab you and shove you in one direction. And I've picked up some that were like, it was this person, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm like, no, you're not, because I'm not. This you don't know, or at least usually it's very easy to pick up the flaws on their thing, on the way they are constructing the theory. But this one, it's divided on three parts. It has one explaining the murders, one explaining the subjects, and one explaining the investigation. So, plus I have heard good things about this one. I think I will like it. Though it looks fairly thin, but the letters are so small. That's why I was like, oh, the first one, easy peasy, like one day it's gone. This one, it's a bit deceiving. The other one is a little bit bigger, but maybe it will take as much time as this one, because I actually, as everyone that ever heard about Jack the Ripper, not just in like, oh, here's a movie or a series about it, but like read a little bit more or heard the documentaries about it. Everyone has a theory. I have mine, and I'm gonna be like looking through the pages to see if there's anything here that might support my theory or not. So yeah, um, this is gonna be a fun one. I mean, it's not a fun topic, but let's be honest. we like the true crime, so it's gonna be a fun one. And the last one, it's supposed to be a translated book, and it had to be translated because I only speak and read Portuguese and English. I mean, I can technically understand Spanish and if like written, or if people talk to me in Spanish, though I cannot talk in Spanish. But anyway, this was supposed to be in French. It was written in French, and yeah, I had to get this one translated for Portuguese. And so since it's in Portuguese and I'm talking to you guys in English, I'm literally gonna translate the title as it is. So it's supposed to be the memoir of the Duchess of Torzel. I'm not sure how you pronounce this in French. I really hate French. I'm sorry. I would love to be able to talk and read French fluently, but it's something that you guys have too many R's and too many S's and too many letters that you are not supposed to say, and my dyslexic person hates French. My brain just turns off. I had French in school and I hated every minute of it. It was awful. I literally had to decorate how the words looked like the aspect of the words. Like you would cram for an exam where you have to decorate lists or dates. I would decorate verbs and then do the test, and then I just completely forgotten because it's not a sustainable way to get things to stick on your head. So yeah, I hate it. But anyway, I'm digressing. Why am I going into this mini? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, this memoir, she was the preceptor. That word is not. Is it preceptor? Uh, it's the same thing Jane Eyre was. Preceptor isn't not. Is it not? Well, teacher. I'm gonna say teacher because I'm not finding the right word at this moment. She was the teacher of the princes of France in between 1789 and 1795, and she was, if I'm not mistaken, was it Napoleon? Yeah, she was exiled during Napoleon, and before that she had lived a lot during the massacres and incarcerated. She was incarcerated, I think, but she was then exiled by Napoleon, and on the Restoration period she was brought back to France and was turned into a duchess by her as a thank you from the king for all her actions. And then when she was really old, made like 82, I'm like reading on the back. I don't know any of this by heart. She was When she was 82, she dedicated her old life to writing her memories, writing her memories on her memoir. Words, why are they so difficult today? I don't know. Anyway, um, to start with, I know very little about this, despite the fact that I've read a lot of time there are a lot of things for the Napoleonic era, or books that are passed during that time, or that concern somehow the fight. I know way too little because there was lots of things happening during that time, and I want to learn more about it, but at the same time, I have a thing that I usually, when there is a big event in history, my head doesn't really care about the big things happen, but like the small things. I don't know if this is normal, but instead of reading about the battles and all of that first, my head is like, go to that insignificant not insignificant, but well, that person that did this, and that, and wrote a book about it, and it's like it just touches the period, or maybe she was involved, but she's not like a major name on it. So here it is. After this, I do really need to get a book about the Napoleonic Wars, like something that at least gives me a condensated idea of what happened. But I saw this first. The cover is beautiful because it has this amazing painting on the cover that I'm not gonna pretend that I know the title, because I don't. It's probably gonna be staying inside, but then it's probably be in French, and I'm gonna have to not say it because I would offend all the country of France. And yeah, and plus she was the teacher of a princess. And when it says on the back, she's like she was involved in so much, and you wouldn't think that she would, but somehow she was involved in so much. So I'm very curious about this. And why am I taking so long to explain why I'm gonna read the book? I mean, it's clearly a lady that had a very interesting life by the looks of it. So why wouldn't I want to read this? So yeah, these are the three books that I will be reading. Let me see if I can show you. Here you are. Very small stack. So very manageable. We can do this. But like I said, I will read these three and then try to read as many as the others that I have. I think I have like more 10 books there. So yeah, I it would be neat to just dispatch as many history books as I can. So are you guys gonna participate? Let me know if you are. And please, if you have done TBRs, link me or send me to your channel. Just kick my ass to your channel so I go check the books that you guys are reading, so I can put more books on my wish list, my to be read list. So because it doesn't have enough books by now. So yeah. This is all for now, guys. Bye.